Welcome to our deep dive, everyone.
Saturday's V75 races at Gävle, that's May 17th. And we're here to sort of pull out the key insights for you.
Yeah, the goal is really to give you a clear picture, who looks like the one to beat, who the main challengers are, and where the surprises might come from in these 7 races.
Exactly. So let's just jump right into it. V75 1.
Right, the opener. It's a Class 2 against Class 1. 2,640 meters volt start, so that's staggered start.
Okay. And who's catching the eye here? Seems like number 7, Mr. Lion, is getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah, he is. He's shown good strength. Won well at Ramatrevet not long ago, and Ricard and Skogland, the driver, sounded pretty positive.
Right, and the thinking is he'll aim for the front.
That seems to be the consensus. He's got a good record when leading, especially over this sort of distance. Seems like a solid favorite, on paper at least.
Okay, so Mr. Lion's the benchmark, but who are the ones that might give him a run for his money? The challengers.
Well, number 9, Fahrenheit, is definitely one people are talking about. Apparently had plenty left in the tank last race, just got stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, had a gallop before that. And still winless this year after, 7 attempts? But the feeling is a win's got to be close.
Right, that belief is there. And you mentioned Mr. Lion's chances, but are there others like numbers 2 and 5?
Number 2, Hennessy Matter. Matisse Juice, the trainer, thinks highly of him. But his last run was surprisingly off.
Yeah.
A bit weak. So maybe a little caution there, even though he's usually good in this class.
Okay, note of caution. And Elvis TCV number 5.
Elvis TCB is just like constantly improving. Got hemmed in last Saturday, apparently. If he gets clear passage this time, yeah, absolutely good win.
So quite a few possibilities. Anyone else for wider bets?
Maybe number 14, Mixed Hangover, for those looking really wide. But honestly, the main thing coming through is that this first race is seen as very open. Lots of horses mentioned.
Right. So Mr. Lion's the favorite, but it sounds like a competitive start.
Definitely. Could go a few ways.
Okay. Let's move to V75 2. This is the bronze division against silver. 2,140 meters, auto start. Who's the big name here?
The one getting the most attention seems to be number 3, Jongler.
Jongler, right.
Yeah, he won his comeback race 2 starts ago, even though they said he wasn't quite, fully fit then.
Impressive.
And then third last time, fought well from a tough spot, should be nearing his peak now. And if he gets the lead, his record is pretty strong from the front. 5 wins from 7 attempts leading.
Wow. Okay, so leading is key for him. Sounds like a strong contender. Who are the main threats?
Quite a few mentioned. Number 9, Kaiser Miras. Finished really strongly last time. Track was difficult too. He's going barefoot all around this time.
That can make a difference.
It can. And reports say he's training really well. And there's number 5, Vesterbo Ajax. Had that impressive V75 win earlier, maybe took a bit too much out of him, needed a break after.
Okay.
But he finished with energy last time, looked powerful. Could be underestimated, maybe.
Interesting angle. What about number 8, Lindy's Muscle Mania?
Yeah, they took his shoes off last time, changed up the training a bit, seemed to help his gait, made him run straighter. Potential winner, for sure, but the starting position number 8, that's the challenge. It's wide.
Right, adds a layer of difficulty. Any other key contenders?
Number 6, Greensboro Zet. Won his comeback from the lead, generally very consistent.
Lots to consider there. Anyone we should perhaps be wary of?
Well, number 11, Kyrie Elason. His warm-up last time apparently wasn't great, didn't look sharp. He's had some treatment, but after a good winter, maybe he's just, tailing off a little. Worth being cautious.
Good point. And for wider tickets?
Numbers 10, Grand Ready Cash, and 2, Jack's Journey get mentioned. So while Jongler is the clear favorite, there are definitely several credible threats in there. Not a done deal.
Right. Let's dive into V75-3. The Kolblad Slop, 2,140 meters, volt start. These are always unique races.
They really are. Kolblas have their own style, and picking a favorite here is tough. One analysis actually puts number 1, LD Odin, on top.
Number 1. But isn't the inside usually tricky for him?
That's exactly it. They rank him first while also saying he's considered, hopeless from inside positions. It just shows you how tangled this race is.
Huh, okay. So if even the supposed favorite has issues, who else is in contention? Any potential surprises?
Well, the main theme here is just how many horses seem closely matched. It's incredibly competitive according to several sources.
So a blanket finish might be needed.
Could be. There's also talk about one horse potentially shaving a lot off their record time because of a driver change. That's always interesting.
Definitely.
And yet another suggests number 8, Goldhagen's Oscar, might actually have a big edge over LD Odin purely because of the starting positions. With 15 horses, volt start, Handicaps. It's a real puzzle.
Sounds like one where you could easily see an upset.
Exactly. Could be a very rewarding race if you find the right one, but yeah, difficult to nail down.
Okay, moving swiftly on. V75-4, Class 3, long distance, 2,640 meters, auto start. Feels like there's a standout here.
Yeah, seems that way. Number 6, Flying Finn is getting a lot of positive attention.
Flying Finn.
Okay, won easily last time, even racing outside the leader. Apparently, he's never lost when he doesn't make a mistake, like a gallop.
That's impressive.
And his trainer, Timo Nurmos, who also bred and co-owns him, speaks incredibly highly of him. Plus, he beat several of these rivals pretty easily last time out. He looks like a top chance.
Right. Sounds like the one they all have to beat. Who are the main ones lining up to challenge him?
Okay, number 3, Shogun RR. He galloped just briefly near the finish when Flying Finn beat him last time. They're taking his front shoes off this time, hoping to, smooth out his gait.
Ah, an equipment change?
Exactly. He was actually the favorite last time, but had a tough run. He's strong, though, and this long distance should suit him. Then number 2, Night Journey.
He lost from the lead last time, didn't he? First time that happened.
That's right, yeah. Beaten by horse we discussed earlier. So it'll be interesting to see Jorma Kontio's tactics here over the long trip. Does he try for the lead again, or maybe let Magnus Adu's on Flying Finn go?
Tactical question there. Who else?
Number 4, Griffin's Wine. Perfect record this year, 3 wins from 3 starts, top form. Might be a shoeing change too, maybe barefoot or a lighter balance.
Okay. And number 5, Charlie's Mine.
Didn't like the wet track last time, apparently. Conditions should be better. He can struggle with his gait sometimes, but trying him without shoes all around could be exciting. If his action improves, he could be right there.
Right. Potential upside. Any others?
Number 10, Okochoboko. Wanted a good time last start. Seems to be improving, racing more regularly now. And the owners are from Gävle, so they'd love a home win.
Local interest, always nice. So Flying Finn looks strong, but there are decent challengers. What's the overall vibe? Is he a banker?
Some definitely see him that way, a potential spick. Others rate him highly, but maybe urge a little caution just because he'll be so popular in the betting.
Right, value might be elsewhere.
Possibly. One analysis specifically highlights a potential duel between number 4, Griffin's Wine, and Flying Finn. So yeah, while Flying Finn is the clear standout, there are a few interesting rivals who could make a race of it.
Stuff. Let's head to V75-5.
Yeah.
2,140 meters auto start. This one feels maybe a bit more open. The favorite doesn't seem quite as solid.
That's definitely the impression we're getting.
Yeah.
One source actually called the likely betting favorite, probably number 3, Ultraviolet, based on percentages the, quote, worst favorite of the round.
Ouch! Strong words. Why is that?
Suggesting he just looks a bit slow compared to some others in the race. Lacking a bit of zip, maybe.
Okay, so if the favorite is potentially vulnerable, who's poised to take advantage?
Well, number 5, Quantity of Time, comes up again. Mentioned as possibly being neck and neck with the favorite in the betting odds and seen as a strong alternative.
Right, we mentioned him earlier.
Exactly. Number 7, Dino Cream, is reportedly in great form right now. And number 12, Karaja, ran really well for second recently, and a fast pace would suit him down to the ground. Could be an upset horse.
Okay, Karaja from the back row. Interesting.
Yeah. And even number 9, Chanel Trio. Good starting spot, according to one analysis, though others also view him as maybe a slightly weak favorite type himself.
So lots of conflicting signals here.
Very much so. The overall feeling is this race genuinely offers a chance for a proper surprise. So, maybe cast the net wide here, or actively try to beat the likely favorite. Could pay off.
Good advice. Now for the feature, V75-6, the Gold Division, HKH Prince Daniel's Lop. Over the mile, 1,609 meters, auto start, and that huge prize, a ticket to the Elite Love It.
Yeah, this is the big one for the day. High stakes.
And it feels like there's one horse dominating the conversation here.
Absolutely. Number 1, Double Deceiver. Very strong favorite.
Right. Had that tough trip in Finland last time, didn't he?
Yeah, got caught wide early, never really got into it.
Yeah.
But before that, won easily from the lead, showed terrific speed from stall 1. This mile distance should be perfect for him.
And the trainer's confident, Daniel Rudden.
Sounds very confident, yeah. And crucially, Double Deceiver is unbeaten from the lead in Sweden. 6 attempts, 6 wins.
Wow.
So the strong belief is he holds the lead from the inside draw and just goes on to win that Elite Lop-It ticket.
Sounds like a formidable task for the others. Who are the main horses trying to spoil that party?
Okay, number 6, Decision Maker. Looked really sharp in the Finlandia Auto last time. Finished full of running. She'll likely push hard for the lead early. If she somehow manages to get it, her chances improve dramatically. She's informed to run a very fast time.
So an early speed battle could be key.
Could be. Then number 4, Kentucky River. First time over this short distance, which is interesting. Ran well in the Paralympia Travet, though.
All right. What about number 5, Castor the Star?
Yeah, he had terrible luck in the Paralympia Dervat, got a flat tire, so you can probably just ignore that run. And Jürgen Westholm tries him for the first time since 2023. Expect an aggressive drive, likely trying to get involved early.
Okay. Westholm known for that. Anyone else?
Number 2, Global Etalon. He's the youngest in the field. Trainer Frederick Wallen is keen to show him off on their home track against this level of competition. So, intriguing.
Definitely. And any others getting mentioned?
Well, number 3, Lozano di Quattro. Call Johan Jepsen driving, so he'll likely be popular with bettors. But some analysts are a bit skeptical, want to see more convincing finishes from him.
Needs to prove it at this level, maybe.
Perhaps. And number 7, Bedazzled Socks. Trained impressively over winter, had a lit lot of dreams, but suffered some setbacks recently. Plus, starting way out in 7 is tough over the mile.
Right. So overall, despite some interesting challengers, the feeling is strong for Double Deceiver.
Very strong. Some are firmly calling him a spick. One analysis even suggested he's like better than Don Fanucci-Zet, a past Elite Loppet winner.
High praise indeed.
Yeah, the confidence in him getting that ticket is definitely high.
Okay, deep breath. We're on to the final race, V75-7. Shorter trip again, 1,640 meters, but a volt start this time. Feels like this could be a chaotic finale.
That's the word, yeah. Open, unpredictable, seems to be the general view across the board. Lots of uncertainty.
So if it's wide open, who are the horses getting flagged as potential winners or key contenders?
It's quite varied. One source suggests a chance spick, a bit of a speculative single bet on number 7, Justify Face.
Justify Face from post 7 in a volt start.
Yeah, tricky spot, but Per Leonardson drives. And the reasoning is he won from a similar position after a long blue previously, plus going barefoot all around this time.
Okay, an interesting angle. Reserves mentioned there.
Yeah, number 6, Miss Liberty, and 10, Bravo Benelli were the backups in that analysis. But then another source includes numbers 2, Iron Lady Zet, despite maybe lower betting percentages, along with 3, Sweet Celebration. Also highlighted are number 8, Lucky Silver. 2 wins on the bounce, good impression, but probably needs things to go his way from post 8. And number 4, Giraffa. 1, recently, seems to be improving, could be decent value if overlooked.
Lots of names there, so the message is clear.
Yeah, pretty much. Cover your bases. Because this race is so open, going wide with your selections seems like the sensible strategy for the final leg.
Right.
That sums it up pretty well. Some clear favorites, some wide open races, plenty of potential challenges, and maybe a few surprises lurking.
Considering all that complexity across the 7 races today, what single factor do you think will ultimately be the most decisive element in sorting out the winners at Gävle? Something to ponder.